I just returned from flying along the Monterey Bay shoreline and shooting some video. I had two GoPro cameras. I had a GoPro Hero 2 on my forehead and a Hero 3 outside the aircraft. I'm going to show you the Hero 2 video from my forehead. I may add some Hero 3 video later. I started out in the South County Airport, which is E16, and flew to Watsonville. E16 is about 200 feet elevation, Watsonville more or less the same. Between the two is a range of mountains that are about 3,000 feet high, and there's a terrific wind that blows across those mountains. So I had to climb to 4,000 feet on my way to Watsonville, and I climbed all the way up to 4,700 feet coming back, fighting a stiff headwind, but that's another story. So my plan was to fly to Watsonville, refuel, then fly along the Monterey Bay shoreline with both cameras going, avoiding the Moss Landing and Santa Cruz restricted zones, and then move offshore, make a pass over a sunken concrete ship left over from World War II at the end of a pier, which is kind of neat. Then climb up to altitude and return back to South County Airport. And so that's what I did, but I'm only going to show you the Monterey Bay shoreline part of that little trip. Here's a piece of the sectional for San Francisco, just to show you how complex the airspace is in the area there. There's a lot of restricted zones, there's parachute drop zones, there's a lot of traffic. So I planned very carefully before I attempted to do this. And the area where I'm going to be flying is, let's see if I can make my cursor work. Here we go. So here's Watsonville. I left from South County Airport right here, flew over the mountains to Watsonville, grabbed a bite to eat, and refueled. Then I flew straight out to the coast, turned right, flew up the coastline, and then turned and I flew straight back to E16, San Martin, which is called South County Airport. This is a restricted zone here, and there's another restricted zone here at Moss Landing. And so I avoided both of them by going directly to the shoreline, turning right. This parachute drop zone is no longer in use, but I double checked just to make sure. And you'll see I flew low along the shoreline here, and then I climbed to altitude before going over this populated area. Here are the restricted zones. This is a NOAA presentation showing the Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary. So there's one up here, there's another that's actually a circle around this area, and then there's another one down this way. So my flight took me from here straight out up about to here and then back over this way. Some of the fixed-wing folks have been critical of helicopters flying at low altitude, so I thought I would put up the Federal Air Regulations Part 91.119, minimum safe altitudes. And if you look at subsection D for helicopters, it basically says helicopter may be operated at less than the minimums prescribed in paragraphs B and C, which are for fixed-wing aircraft, provided that each person complies with any routes and altitudes specifically prescribed for helicopters by the FAA, of which there are none in this area. Also note, in the video that I'm going to show you in a second, it looks like I'm flying quite low. I'm actually at 200 feet above the ground, and at the north end of the bay, as soon as I pass the sunken ship, I start a 1,000 foot per minute climb, By the time I cross the shoreline, I'm at 700 feet, and then pass over an empty field and a wooded area, and then I cross Highway 1, Coastal Highway. At that point, I'm at 1,000 feet. When I get to the first populated area, I'm already at 1,100 feet, climbing through 1,300 by the time I pass over the end of that little populated area. So fixed wing guys, relax. Helicopters are not fixed wing. We're able to land in somebody's backyard, unlike you guys. So rest assured, I looked over everything very carefully, planned my route, and I believe it was plenty safe. In the next video, you'll basically just see me entering the area, having left Watsonville Airport. I climbed up to 1,000 feet until I got near the coastline. At the start of this video, I'm in 1,000 foot per minute descent, headed for the shoreline, and then I fly, as I say, at 200 feet until immediately after I pass over the sunken ship at the other end of the video. So I hope you enjoy it. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. It was a beautiful day. I purposely did that in the middle of the week to avoid as many people on the beach as possible. I figured most everybody be at work or in school. It was certainly a breathtaking sight from the helicopter, and if you can view this on a wide screen, it looks a lot better. So I'm going to try and upload this on YouTube as a 1080 high def, and if all works out, you'll be able to choose a wider bandwidth option and get a little better quality. So thanks again for watching.